TRN News.
Nearly 47,000 pounds of trash has been removed from Tennessee lakes thanks to an annual cleanup effort. Some 200 volunteers participated in the weeks-long event, which was part of the 7th annual Tennessee River Grand Slam Series. The event aimed to clean up lakes in the 4 states touched by the main stem of the Tennessee River. The event was organized by Keep the Tennessee River Beautiful. There are plans in place for another In-N-Out Burger location in Middle Tennessee. The Metro Nashville Transportation and Infrastructure Committee has approved a pair of resolutions related to a restaurant build in the soon-to-be revitalized Rivergate Mall area. Work at the mall site is set to get going later this summer. It is not yet clear when the restaurant might be able to open. I'm Joe Lincoln.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Nearly 47,000 pounds of trash is removed from Tennessee lakes thanks to an annual cleanup effort. Some 200 volunteers participated in the weeks-long event, which was part of the 7th annual Tennessee River Grand Slam Series. The event was organized by Keep the Tennessee River Beautiful. School board officials in Hamilton County are punting for now on plans to institute a controversial cell phone policy at schools. The school board met on Tuesday to discuss potential changes to the policy, but ultimately decided to push the debate to a meeting later this month. Board members are trying to decide whether to allow students to have their cell phones with them, tuck them away in their backpacks, or get rid of them completely while on campus. Supporters of a cell phone ban say it will help teens better focus in school, but other parents are concerned such a ban would cut off important communication lines between them and their kids in case of an emergency. I'm Joe Lincoln, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Alexandria Mayor Beth Tripp and Water Sewer Manager Richard Edwards have landed behind bars in the DeKalb County Jail for allegedly trying to get the city's police chief to cancel a ticket for someone. WJLE Smithville reports that Tripp and Edwards turned themselves in Tuesday after being named in a criminal summons. The charges are Class C misdemeanors. Expect delays on Highway 111 in White County next week. County Executive Denny Wayne Robinson says both north and southbound lanes will be closed Monday between Fred Hill Road and Mayberry Street in Sparta. Robinson says crews will be working to remove a railroad crossing in the area. He said detours will be established to facilitate traffic navigation through the construction zone. That roadway expected to reopen Tuesday night. The Allgood City Council will consider a request next week to apply for a federal grant that could bring additional paid firefighters. The so-called SAFER grant would cover 100% of salaries and benefits for 2 new firefighters for up to 3 years. Allgood would have the option to continue funding the positions after that. Currently, the city has a single full-time fireman. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Thursday morning forecast. An unsettled weather pattern will begin to take hold of the region today. We'll start out with mostly sunny skies with a few isolated showers or storms developing this afternoon. Highs will top out in the mid-80s. Overnight, we'll see partly cloudy skies with a slight chance of a thunderstorm. Lows will be in the upper 60s. Scattered to widespread thunderstorms are expected Friday afternoon and evening. A few storms could be strong to severe with damaging straight-line winds and torrential rainfall. Highs will be in the mid-80s. Severe storm chances will continue into Saturday with widespread thunderstorms expected. Highs will be around 80. Daily chances for scattered storms will continue Sunday and into the first half of next week. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic and share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:07. Today's Thursday. It's the 5th of June. Happy Thursday, Sheila.
Happy Thursday, Jason. High in the mid-80s today. We're at 64 right now.
It was hot yesterday.
It was.
It was the first, not the first, but I broke a big sweat yesterday evening. Like it was 7 o'clock at night.
That's not like you. What were you out doing?
Planting my popcorn.
It was hot.
Wore me out. I'm out of shape, guys. I'm bad off. It was terrible.
It's just, it was humid.
I'm out of shape.
It was humid.
A few things you need to know. Congratulations to Luke Collins. He'll return to Salina Town Hall as the mayor, winning 54% of the votes Tuesday. So congratulations to Luke Collins, Salina's new mayor.
Well, I wanted to say about the Middle Tennessee Baby and Kids Expo. It's not this Saturday, but next Saturday, the 14th.
Good. We got plenty this Saturday.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. And I think just about everybody's either been in or coming in to talk about the events, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
On Saturday.
Yeah. Now, the following Saturday, the 14th, will be the Middle Tennessee Baby and Kids Expo. That's at the Putnam County Convention Center. The new one on Fairground Lane. No, Tennessee Avenue.
Tennessee Avenue.
Why did I just make up Fairground Lane?
Well, Fairground.
We do have a Fairground Lane.
It goes by the old fairground.
It's not the old.
They're going to
new.
change that.
Whew.
Don't you think?
Yes.
If they're going to move the fairgrounds.
But then everybody will be confused. Just like me.
Well, we don't need that.
Let me see what time it is. We're going to get them in here probably next week to talk to them about the Baby Expo.
The Monterey Police Department is promoting 3 officers. Sergeant Andrew Neff is promoted to lieutenant. Officer Blake Bennett and Officer Larry Bass promoted to sergeant. So congratulations to those boys up in Monterey in the police department. If you want to get in on this, June 9th and 10th, there's open auditions at CPAC for the performance of The Mousetrap by Agatha Christie. You can you just show up there at CPAC, I guess. It's directed by Kimberly Frick Welker.
She directs a lot over there.
And then the performances will be in August. But that's that's in your wheelhouse, or maybe you want it to be in your wheelhouse. Why not go try? Again, open auditions for The Mousetrap, June 9th and 10th, 6:30 p.m. at CPAC.
I'm going to update you about the zebra.
Did they catch it finally?
No, they haven't seen it in 3 days.
Oh.
But they do know that it got hit by a car.
No.
And it ran away. And they're looking in the woods where it is, but they think it might be just healing and hurt.
Yeah.
And you know how animals go and just go
Poor
off.
thing.
I feel sorry for this. I mean, I know we've had a lot of memes that are fun.
Yeah.
But I really don't want the zebra hurt. I want him caught.
Yeah, it's getting to the point now that zebra needs some help.
Yeah, I'm ashamed
probably.
we put our picture with the zebra.
So to everybody else, I mean, you can't look through anything without seeing that damn
You know who
zebra.
else jumped on board?
Who?
McMinnville.
Did they?
Yes.
Good. Well, I've seen about every business in Cookeville put that zebra.
I know. We've had fun with it, but now we're like invested in it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that zebra might be hurt. I feel like going to Rutherford County and searching for this zebra.
Well, we need something else to happen.
Yeah. We
need
need them to find him.
We need
Ed to be okay.
We need like a camel sighting, and then that would get rid of the
Wouldn't that be
zebra.
great?
Yeah.
Or an elephant.
An elephant would, well, that'd be dangerous.
Okay.
We don't want-
Giraffe.
Giraffe, yeah.
'Cause they're pretty
giraffe would
docile.
be good, yeah. I mean, I'm sure that they could cause some damage too, but not like an elephant or a rhino.
Well, elephant could get
We got
a
to draw
little
the line
defensive.
somewhere.
And, or kangaroo,
I love that.
There was a sighting before we do need a third time's the charm, because we did have a kangaroo that was somewhere, I think it was along Murfreesboro and Nashville too.
I don't know, but this has been fun.
It has. I'm ready for them to find Ed now. That's the zebra's name.
The Cookeville Community Center pool opened yesterday. Their hours are 10 to 5 most days, closed on Mondays, 1 to 4 on Sundays. Tuesday admission is $2. Every other day it's $6 to get in. So there you are. The Cookeville Community Pool is open, ready for summer. When last time Rafferty Cleary was in here, we talked about what was going to go in at that building, the old garage looking building right there. Well, it's going to be called Tennessee Central Soda Shop.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. And the address, and I didn't realize this, is 123 East Commercial Avenue.
That's cute. And a
And,
soda shop reminds me of old-timey shakes and things like that.
They're looking for an assistant manager to help with the launch and everything. You can find on Hip Cookeville, they put it out that they were looking for that. I'm not sure Robert wants me to give out his phone number on the air.
Gotcha.
Because it's his. Let me put it on Hip Cookeville. So never mind, Robert. 818-469-2063. 818-469-2063. You can also text him at that number too if you'd like to be an assistant manager at a soda shop.
That sounds cool.
Fun.
Yeah.
Some more street closures for milling on East Broad Street today from North Jefferson Avenue to Washington Avenue. They'll be closed from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. today. And then starting Monday, they'll be paving that. So Monday and Tuesday of next week, the 9th and 10th. So if that's part of your normal everyday path to work, then I want to work around that a little bit. And the Fire on the Mountain 5K is coming up Saturday, July 5th. The starting line is at Landers KTM, and the finish line is at Landers Trade. You can get signed up now for the Fire on the Mountain 5K at LandersKTMUSA.com. Fire 5K.
Fire 5K.
And one more road closure, a section of Timberview. This is in Allgood. It's going to be paved. It was paved yesterday, so I guess it's still closed today. So it may not even be closed. I might be lying to you about that deal.
No, not you.
Yeah, today's the 5th, not the 4th. Never mind.
It may be closed again.
Timberview looks open to me. That's something you didn't need to know.
Yeah, but
A new feature we're doing here on Good Morning Cookeville. A few things you need to know. Then something you didn't.
like the zebra,
Like the
into
zebra.
the road closings that are open now.
They're already done.
Yeah.
That's yesterday's news.
I'm Jason Grider. Ron Burgundy.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Coming up next will be Your 2 Cents, brought to you by Freedom Pawn. They're your guns and ammo store. They're located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. I was
They are looking at it, aren't they?
What?
You said they're looking at.
I did?
Yeah, but that's true because when they look out their door, they're looking at 49 Mayberry Street. They're looking at.
I was
the
trying to,
street.
because for a moment, my brain just went, what's their address?
Yeah, they're located. I think is probably where you were going with that.
I don't think I said looking at.
Yeah.
I may have. But anyway, you're looking at the question, which is your 2 cents. If you're not looking at it, let me tell you about it. Name a celebrity everyone likes.
I don't know of one that everybody likes.
I think you do. Dolly Parton.
Oh, yeah. That is a good one.
I haven't heard anybody say they don't like her.
Yeah.
At least around these parts.
I think you could probably put Keanu Reeves in that as well. I don't hear there's nothing ever bad about Keanu Reeves that comes out.
I've said that he wasn't as good of an actor as everybody thinks, but he seems like a really nice guy.
You're asking who he liked, not who he thinks a good
I do
actor.
like him.
Yeah. So
As a person, I like him.
that's what
I'm
I'm
not talking about just
I think
his
he'd be
looks.
cool. I think he'd be cool to hang out with.
I think he'd be one of our buddies.
I think he'd be normal, is what I'm saying.
I know.
Yeah.
Somebody I do like, but I think is not normal.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf. Or LeBeau.
LaBeouf. I don't know.
There's a fly that's getting on my
Oh,
nerves.
Lord, she's distracted. We'll be right back. It's Good Morning Cookeville.
Oh, Lord.
It's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're here in the Willow Window Studio.
It's trying to fly up my nose.
We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 6:19 now.
And coming up this morning, we've got a full lineup
Oh,
of guests.
It's going to be huge.
Laura Holloway and Cindy Putman with the play Cabana that starts this weekend. Also, Greta Pippen will be back talking about the rules to fishing with a mission.
Yeah. Yeah. We
And,
need to know
Chris
the rules.
Henry.
Well, we were getting to that when they were in here Tuesday, I
Yeah.
think it was. And then the power went off all down Willow. So
And then that means no broadcasting there for a little bit.
we can't do our thing without electricity.
And Chamber of Commerce from the Cookeville Chamber, Carlin Reel will be in. Talk about some upcoming luncheons that they're having, and really interesting with T-Dot.
Yeah, that's going to be a really good one. And we've worked out a good deal. We won't be showing it live on Hub Plus, but we will be showing it on Hub Plus.
And it's like questions and answers too after they do their speech.
Right. So if that's something that you're interested in seeing and maybe just can't get there on June the 10th, then we'll be able to have that for you as a rebroadcast. So again, it won't be live on June 10th, but you will be able to see all that on Hub Plus.
And I think that's great that Cookeville Chamber, Amy New and Carlin and them trusting us to do that. We appreciate that.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's very cool.
Name a celebrity everyone likes. That's your 2 cents, and it's brought to you by Freedom Pond, the best little pawn shop around in Sparta on Mayberry Street, and they're your guns and ammo store. If you have not been in to check out their guns and ammo, the largest selection, really.
I tell you a celebrity that I think everybody likes, and he's not an old celebrity, he's new, but Nate Bargatze, the comedian.
At least everybody around here. I mean, Tennesseans support Tennesseans.
Well, but he's the number one comedian in the world right now.
In the world.
He's the number one guy.
Not just the nation.
Yes, he's the number one guy. Him and Shane Gillis.
Wow.
Are the two biggest comedians right now.
And I know another Tennessean that's doing well, Leanne Morgan, who is from East Tennessee.
Yeah, she's doing really well.
I know nationwide she's doing really well.
Absolutely.
I'm sure other countries like her too then.
Well, I don't see why they wouldn't.
I mean, right.
If they don't, then I don't like them.
I don't either. Name a celebrity everyone likes. Let's see. Jeff Wicks, our buddy, our co-worker, said Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, I think everybody liked Mr. Rogers. Captain Kangaroo. Everybody liked Captain Kangaroo.
I like the bunny better than Captain Kangaroo.
I like Mr. Green Jeans better.
I liked him better than Captain Kangaroo too.
Big Mr. Green Jeans fan.
I loved him.
Yeah.
Sydney says Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I've heard some people that didn't like him.
Well, that little...
didn't like him, but got sick of hearing about him.
That little incident with the Hawaii thing with Oprah.
When the Hawaii got caught fire or something.
Asking people to give money and stuff, and you're like, you're standing there with Oprah, dude. Oprah got that money.
In other words, that got on Jason's nerves because he remembers it. I barely remember it.
I remember the backlash from it.
I remember her getting more backlash than him.
Yeah, well, he got some too.
Did he?
Yeah, his didn't last as long.
Oh, my brother-in-law. Name a celebrity everyone likes. He said Sheila Scruggs. I just tell you everyone likes me.
I mean...
oh, yeah.
I haven't met anybody who don't like Sheila.
There's a couple.
I hadn't met them.
That's true.
So...
But I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not going to talk about that. Kevin said Hank the Legend.
All right.
Hank Sr.
Yeah.
Also, Toby said Robin Williams. I didn't know anybody that didn't like him.
Well, I mean, I don't either. I thought Robin Williams was great.
Johnny Ferguson said John Wayne.
I bet there were some people who didn't like John Wayne.
I hadn't been crazy about him. I don't think he's like a bad person.
I think John Wayne's cool.
I'm saying, let me explain myself. It's not that I dislike John Wayne. It's some of his movies he's really good in, and other ones I'm like, I can tell he's acting, and it takes away from the story.
Well, in all those old movies, you can tell they're acting.
Not.
Let me tell you, I was flipping around yesterday, and I landed on Sanford and Son.
Yes.
Funny lines, but terrible acting.
My husband has been caught up watching Sanford and Son. He's wearing me out.
Really?
And I'll hear him in another room, in the other room, watching it,
Yeah.
just laughing so
Yeah.
loud and
It's
thinking.
still funny.
He goes, "That red fox is so funny."
Hey, so Donna, she likes to find out like facts about shows.
Yeah.
She always has these questions, and so we're watching Sanford and Son, and she said, "I wonder how old he is." So she looked it up. He was
how old he was playing that.
Yeah. So the first season
50s.
came on in
Maybe 40s.
1972. He was 48, but he played a 65-year-old man.
And he looked it.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently.
Maybe it's the way he acted too, though. He acted like he was limping.
Sure. But I mean, it was.
He was probably a better actor than we really give him credit for.
Maybe, I
Because
don't
he's
know.
so silly.
That kind of ruined it for me, though. The whole.
It did. I would think you'd be more impressed because he really acted old, you know,
it
like he
ruined it for
couldn't
me.
get
I
her.
liked it that he was old. He was old curmudgeon-y kind of guy.
I wonder what old Lamont's doing now, the son.
I don't know. He's a big dummy.
Well, he's not really.
I know. I was just being funny.
Big old dummy. I wonder if he's still
'Cause
acting.
that's what Fred called him.
He did. I forgot. Look.
Tim, son, if you're listening, you got to do better about educating your woman.
Oh my goodness, you did not. I remember this. Elizabeth, I'm coming.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on from that.
All
You're
right.
going to get yourself in trouble by me and by the viewers.
Well, I'm just. Oh, that's called a joke.
Oh, a lot of people said Dolly Parton.
Of course.
And then Betty White. Name a celebrity everyone likes.
Yes, I think everybody did like Betty White. Like even after death, there wasn't like these scandal books that came out about
No,
Betty White.
except one person. And I didn't like that she waited till Betty White died. And it made me think less of her.
Who?
The one that played on, what's her name? She played little girl on All in the Family, Gloria.
Gloria, yeah. I know who. You Feed the Children.
Yeah, what's her real name?
I can't tell you.
Was it Suzanne?
No, it's something like that. Anyway, go ahead with the story.
Anyway.
Her.
She said that that Betty White fat shamed her. And I was like, what? Betty's not here to defend herself.
Oh, yeah, but if that's the only...
But she said she was Betty White. They were at her house, her and a few actors and a few ladies. And Betty White said, here's some chocolate chip cookies. And she goes, dear, you might need to hold back on that. I know. Probably wasn't the nicest thing to say.
It
but
wasn't.
But it ain't like she was like, I'm coming for you.
But still, though, you've lived a whole life, and the worst thing that anybody has said about you is that you got called fat.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing that they can find after how many years?
But
90?
I mean, she didn't even say that really.
Well, whatever, but still.
You get what I'm saying?
That's the worst thing somebody can pick out of your entire life. That's great.
I mean,
You've
I've
done
had
good.
friends pick on me before. Back away from the table, girl.
People said that to you?
One girl did. But she was like, and I go, that's not nice. And she goes, I know, I shouldn't have said that. Then I just laughed at her and I said, well, I am who I am.
Oh, my goodness.
But I mean, I don't hate her.
Talking about
She wasn't being mean,
talking
you know.
about this subject, a celebrity everybody likes. I think up until recently, everybody really liked Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, and I still want to like him.
Me too, but his woman has taken him off the rails a little bit.
Well, and he hasn't even done anything.
I know, he's just been.
But I'm thinking if you chose somebody to be your mate that is this crazy,
yeah,
allegedly, and this stirring up stuff, allegedly.
Yeah.
I mean, now if she got abused, it's one thing.
Right.
But it seemed like it was something coming out every week.
Yeah.
What about this? And then this and this. And I'm like, Ryan.
I mean, we may have to eat crow on that.
Ryan, you need to control your woman. I'm saying that as a joke.
It's a joke.
You know who's going to get the mail? Me.
You are.
Or the emails.
Right.
I've already got one. Sally Struthers.
Sally
Thanks,
Struthers, thank you. Gosh, why couldn't we
What
say
was I-
Sally Struthers?
Mike. What did I say? Suzanne. Oh, it was like I was in the
You
S's.
had the S part right. Way to go, Sheila.
And I like Sally too, but I liked Betty better. Lord.
All right.
Thank you. That was driving me crazy. Our engineer Mike.
Yeah, it's 6:29 now. Coming up, we've got spoiler alert. That's all the stuff going on in the world of entertainment and music. So we'll get to that here in just a little bit. Stick around. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See deal for details.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Colorado Rockies swept their first 3-game set since May of 2024, beating the Marlins yesterday 3-2. After starting with a major league worst 9-50 through 59 games, the Rockies have won 3 in a row. Hunter Goodman led the Rockies in the series, going 7 for 13 with 3 home runs and 5 runs batted in. Elsewhere in the MLB, the Blue Jays beat the Phillies 2-1, Reds fell to the Brewers 9-1. Pirates shut out the Astros 3-0, Nationals beat the Cubs 2-0, and the Guardians topped the Yankees 4-0. Charles Woodson Jr. received an offer from Michigan football on Wednesday. He's the son of Charles Woodson, who played at Michigan from 1995 to 1997 and was the first ever defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy in 1997. Woodson Jr. is not yet rated but holds offers from multiple Division I colleges. Texas softball beat Texas Tech 2-1 in Game 1 of the Women's College World Series Championship yesterday. The Longhorns scored both of their runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. The best-of-3 series continues today as Texas will have a chance to win the title. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:33 now.
It's already 67. We started out with 64.
What are we going to do?
I'm just saying, it's moving up quick because it's going to be partly sunny and a high in the mid-80s.
Yeah. Oh, Lewis Bryce, that's Lee Bryce's brother.
Yeah.
He's got a singing career of his own. In case you know, Lee Bryce is a big country star, and his brother Lewis is performing now as well. And we're doing a private concert today with the country giant, and we'll have it broadcast live on Hub Plus starting around noon.
Oh, we're going to do that too?
Yeah. So
are we not cool?
We're getting there. We're doing some cool things, I think.
Yeah.
So if
we mean well.
We're trying.
We mean well. We're trying real hard.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. And thanks to 94.7 The Country Giant for bringing in the artists and stuff like that for our private concert today and broadcast live on Hub Plus. We'll probably have a rerun.
I would say so, depending on how good this brother is.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to check him out.
I mean,
first.
Lee, we know he's good.
Right, but we don't know.
Can he sing like his brother?
I don't know. I hadn't heard him yet.
Or maybe he's better.
The first time I'll hear him is today.
It's today. That's me.
So I'm looking forward to that. And
it'll be a fun show.
You can watch it on Hub Plus and YouTube and Facebook and all the stuff. Spoiler alert time. Let's see if anybody's got anybody good.
La la la.
No. Jimmy Kimmel has somebody singing called Ty Dolla Sign.
Oh, that sounds fun, but I haven't heard of them.
And Dakota Johnson will be on Seth Meyers.
I just found out today. No, Dakota Fanning Johnson is somebody different, right?
Two different people.
Wait. I'm right. Dakota Johnson.
Yeah.
She and Chris Martin from Coldplay were dating, and it just came out yesterday that they broke up after 8 years.
Well, that's in the report today, Sheila.
I didn't know you had it. Boom, stole your thunder.
On TV tonight.
I need to quit wearing dresses. I feel like fooling myself.
Oh, Lord. Tonight on regular TV, the NBA Finals on ABC. George and Mandy's First Marriage on CBS. So is Ghost, Matlock, and Elsbeth. Bob's Burger on Fox. So is Grimsburg and Family Guy and The Great North, which I haven't heard of.
The Great North.
Yeah. Transplant is on NBC, so is America's Got Talent. The Killer Clown on Sundance, and Phineas and Ferb, which I haven't heard of in a long time, is on Disney. I guess they're making a comeback. Phineas
I don't
and
know
Ferb.
about them.
On streaming, Netflix season 2, Barracuda Queens. Ginny and Georgia also back on Netflix for season 3, and Tires with Shane Gillis season 2 starting on Netflix today. Donna, if you're watching, don't start that without me.
You gotta warn her.
She does that.
Ooh, she don't wait for you. But there's so much that you're not interested in, so I see where she's.
I get where she's at.
But she knows you love him.
Yeah, she'll wait for me on that.
I'll text her. Donna.
She will.
Wait
She'll
for
do it. Mikey or Mickey? We'll go with Mickey. Mickey Madison is in talks to replace Sydney Sweeney in Edgar Allan Poe's The Mask of the Red Death.
Has that been on, or just a movie that they're
I think
making?
it's a movie that they're making, I think. Madison would portray twin sisters, one aristocrat and one commoner, in a gothic tale exploring themes of privilege and mortality. Sydney Sweeney had to not do it because of Euphoria season 3 scheduling conflict.
I didn't know she was in Euphoria.
I didn't either.
But that Mickey, she won an Oscar this past time. I forget what movie she was in.
Does she have her own bath soap?
Probably not.
With her bath water in it?
Not yet.
Well, then she's no Sydney Sweeney. Sheila Scruggs.
I like Sydney better because I didn't like that movie she was in, that Mickey woman was in. She did a fine job acting, but it's one of those Oscar movies that go on, and I don't think I finished.
Nicole Kidman is set to star in and executive produce Girls and Their Horses.
I didn't know what you were going to say. I thought you were going to say Girls Gone Wild.
No, she wouldn't be in that.
No, she's a Nashville girl now.
Well, she's a little older now, and
what? You're going to get yourself in trouble
I'm
today.
just saying that
She's a little older now.
Well,
She can't go wild.
No, what I'm saying is, you get a little older on you learn not to be showing your ninnies in public.
Oh my! I'm
Right.
sorry I pressed on that one. I was alluding to it. I didn't say anything.
She's doing this with Amazon, and there's no word on when it'll come out yet, but she will portray a prominent figure in the equestrian community, whatever that is.
Horses.
Well, I know that part, Sheila, but
I mean, whatever.
prominent figure.
Whoever she
that
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody said that had worked with her that's in something. I forget. They said Nicole Kidman is one of the hardest working people they've ever seen.
I thought that's going to be the end of the story.
Somebody said
Somebody said something. I know somebody who met Nicole Kidman and they said something.
That really could be. I can see me saying that.
Good, Sheila. That's good.
Don't talk to me like that. Very good girl.
That's a good girl. A sequel to One of Them Days is in early development with TriStar Pictures with Keke Palmer and SZA. SZA. Expected to reprise their roles. The original buddy comedy was released in January of 2025, grossed over $51 million on a $14 million budget. So.
SZA! Whoop, whoop.
Why didn't he spell that out, or is it a girl?
It's a girl.
Okay.
It's a girl.
Why don't they spell
and she's
that
been
out?
around for a few years now.
That don't mean nothing to me.
She's a cool singer on 98.5 Kiss FM with our friend Freaky Dave and Ray Ray. I've had too much energy drink or something.
Walter Goggins and Amy Lou Wood, co-stars on White Lotus season 3, have addressed rumors of a feud following Walton unfollowing her on Instagram.
It was an accident.
Is that where we're at in a world now, that if you unfollow somebody on Instagram, it's a hate crime?
It's a hate crime. You know how the media, especially with these Hollywood stars, trying to make stuff up. Something we do not do.
No, we just report on it.
And then I might throw in an opinion every now and then.
Oh, here's the story I had about Dakota Johnson breaking up with Chris Martin, but Sheila already told you about
No, hey, is it her fault? Or his fault?
The story is Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin have ended their 8-year relationship. Source tells People magazine it feels final this time.
This time they must have broken up a couple other times.
They began dating in 2017. They were seen together publicly in Malibu on May 16th. They had previously been spotted holding hands in India. Holding hands in India. It's hard to come back from that. Despite past breakups and engagement rumors, insiders noted they were in no rush to marry. So, doesn't say whose fault it is. Maybe it's neither. Maybe they just grew apart.
Maybe because, they're both real busy.
2017.
It really has. They got through COVID together.
Oh,
usually that sticks.
Isn't that sweet? Kylie Jenner recently disclosed her breast augmentation details, revealing she opted for a 445cc moderate profile, half under the muscle silicone.
I love it when he's acting like he knows exactly what he's just reading it. Well, Dr. Greider, what size do we need?
Yeah, 445cc moderate profile, half under the muscle silicone. I mean, it sounds like a guy talking about a car part he put on.
It does.
I got a 454 double barrel.
It just struck me as funny. Not the breast part, but just how you just said it like it was nothing.
She made the revelation after a fan asked what she had done. You have got what I'm looking for to have done in terms of a boob job. And
Which one is this, Kendall or
Kylie? So Kylie answered, and she said she has regret about getting them. She said hers were beautiful, just gorgeous. They were the perfect size. I wish I'd never got them done to begin with. And then Kylie advises others to wait until after children before considering similar surgeries. And she's not mad at the plastic surgeon because that's what she wanted.
But her body has changed since children, is what it sounds like.
Right. She said, she wished she would have waited. But 445cc, that's not ridiculously big.
I don't know.
Not that I know everything about all that stuff. I'm not a doctor.
She's a beautiful girl.
In closing arguments of Harvey Weinstein's New York sex crimes retrial, defense attorney Arthur Adelia portrayed Weinstein as a victim of cancel culture. asserting that sexual encounters were consensual and that the accusers were motivated by regret and career ambitions. The lawyer said he was the one who was getting abused.
I have no comment. Well, here's the deal. He abused a plant.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the deal.
That's what rumor.
We've all heard the stuff. We've all heard everything.
And you know what? It seems tame compared to Diddy.
It does.
And it's not tame.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of Diddy, his trial started with expert witness Frank Piazza debunked theories that the hotel surveillance video of Diddy attacking Cassie had been manipulated. He testified there are no anomalies going on in this file to indicate that it has been manually altered. So that was something that,
if somebody caught me acting like that, I would want to say that it was fake too.
There's also explosive testimony about how Diddy exerted control through violence. Brianna, I can't say her last name, recalled during a 2016 Miami photo shoot that Diddy got in her face and snarled and said, "I'm the devil. I could kill you."
And you wonder why Cassie stayed. She was scared.
Scared to death.
Scared.
Well, I mean, that happens.
It does.
Unfortunately, so.
And he had people that probably carried guns and would really intimidate her. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's
allegedly.
That's those last two stories. That's what's been going on with the famous perverts today.
Yeah.
More tomorrow, I'm sure. It's 6:46. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931 Window 1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Thursday morning forecast. An unsettled weather pattern will begin to take hold of the region today. We'll start out with mostly sunny skies with a few isolated showers or storms developing this afternoon. Highs will top out in the mid-80s. Overnight, we'll see partly cloudy skies with a slight chance of a thunderstorm. Lows will be in the upper 60s. Scattered to widespread thunderstorms are expected Friday afternoon and evening. A few storms could be strong to severe with damaging straight-line winds and torrential rainfall. Highs will be in the mid-80s. Severe storm chances will continue into Saturday with widespread thunderstorms expected. Highs will be around 80. Daily chances for scattered storms will continue Sunday and into the first half of next week. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
When severe weather strikes, every second counts. Stay ahead of the storms with your hometown stations of Cookeville Communications, your trusted source for live, local, and accurate weather coverage with Anthony Taylor at Upper Cumberland Weather.
This is where your tornado warning is currently in effect, and we want you to be in your tornado safe spot right now.
We're always watching.
And this will be moving over the triple point of Van Buren County, White County, and Cumberland County here soon.
We're always ready.
All these locations need to be in your tornado safe spot now. If you're out driving, listening to us on the radio, and you need to be getting off the road, you need to be getting into a substantial structure.
From breaking storm alerts to up-to-the-minute radar updates, our team is on the air, around the clock, keeping you and your family informed and safe when severe weather threatens the Upper Cumberland region and Middle Tennessee. When severe weather happens, be ready and stay ahead of the storms. With 94.7, the Country Giant, 98.5 KISS FM, 106.1 The Eagle, 107.7 Grace FM, and Hub Plus on your Roku device.
It's the weather you need when you need it.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window studio. It's 6:49 now.
Yes, our guest this morning, we've got a lot of guests coming up. Miss Greta Pippin from the Catfish Farm with Fishing with a Mission is coming up this Saturday.
Can't wait.
She's going to talk about the tagged fish. She's going to talk about the rules. And Chris Henry, he'll be here to give a phone number.
Yeah.
Picking on Chris. He's from Henry Brothers Roofing, and they're the ones that really put this on.
Yeah, they do a great job.
Laura Holloway, she wrote a play called Cabana, and Sydney Putman is starring in it with her, and we'll talk to them about that. And then Carlin Reel from Cookeville Chamber of Commerce.
Okay. Big 7 o'clock hour coming up for you. First, though, let's get to the real good. Couple stories that are positive and uplifting, and we call it
The Real Good.
Jeff Pearlstein of Oakland, California, created a company called Soul Space Lab, which lets people turn worn-out shoes into wearable art. Jeff was inspired to create this fun workshop in hopes of reducing the number of shoes that end up in landfills. And recently, his mission was given a boost by the Golden State Warriors basketball team, which hosted an event called Sustainable Soul. Former Golden State Warrior Donald Foyle was on hand to give away some lightly worn, very cool shoes. The event and everything Jeff does with Soul Space isn't just about shoes. Instead, it's about calling attention to the problem of excess waste and showing that being eco-friendly can be fun and expressive, as everyone who rolls up their sleeves and transforms the old shoes, having a blast turning it into their artistic imagination, some they can show the world. So that's what they're doing there. That's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I never thought about turning old shoes into anything else.
I love it because it's like taking something and making it new again.
My shoe cycle is new. You only wear them someplace nice.
Yeah.
Then they're not new anymore, so you can wear them
anywhere you want.
You can wear them around, and then they move on to the next phase, which is lawn mowing shoes. Then they move on to the next phase, which is weed eating shoes.
You men have that phase down.
And then by the time they're done being weed eating shoes, they're done.
Yeah. They're almost done anyway.
Almost done anyway. Yeah. But once they hit weed eater shoes stage,
it's just done. A few more times to weed eat.
Yeah.
And then you need another pair of old shoes.
Right. Then that's when you gotta go get another pair of new shoes and hand them on down the line. Bill and Jack Casey, they're identical twins from England. And they turned 100 years old.
Oh.
Yeah. And they celebrated in style, complete with inflatable crowns, cake, some birthday cards, and one even from King Charles himself.
Wow.
Born just 10 minutes apart, they've shared a lifetime of adventures, including a stint in the Army. They've also enjoyed playing lots of tricks on people because they're identical twins.
I think that would be fun.
Bill told the older brother, he says, he 10 minutes older, credits his longevity to clean and healthy living, staying active, sheer determination, and good genes.
Must be the good genes part. I don't know if the other one's eating as good as him.
Well, I don't know. Netflix, they did that twins eating thing.
Yes.
Where they had
kind of like the same things.
Though they had separate diets to see how it really affected their health.
Yes, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, it was good.
That was interesting.
Yeah. All right, Sheila, it's time for Ask Sheila.
I'm ready.
To be real honest, I haven't kept up with how many you've gotten.
To be real honest, I haven't.
I think you got 2 yesterday. Is that right?
Yeah, I got 2 yesterday.
So you're
Monday, I forgot what I got.
I think you got 2 Monday.
Tim filled in for me. He didn't get any.
Right.
He tried.
So I think 4 is where you're at.
If you don't remember, I think to add 1.
No, that's not in the rule book.
Did I get 3 right on Monday?
No.
I think I did.
No, you got 2 right on Monday.
All right. I don't want to
right
argue.
On Monday, you weren't here Tuesday. 2 right yesterday.
And probably nothing
so
right today. I'm
so that's
feeling real
4.
good, and when I feel good, I don't do well on these questions.
This is all about families, Sheila.
Oh, I might do good on this.
All right. Let's see here. Children who do this 5 to 7 times a week are 67% more likely to get A's on their report cards. What is it?
Get a good night's sleep.
No, it'd be before you go to sleep. This is a before sleep thing.
Children who do this.
Children who do this 5 to 7 times a week are 67% more likely to get A's on their report card.
Brush their teeth before bedtime.
It's before teeth brushing, this activity. These are
Do their homework.
Eat dinner with family.
I thought it had to do with school and stuff.
Well, it does, but also
But
at
they're
home.
better. I guess that makes them feel safe, makes them feel calmer. And They
Yeah.
do better on tests and homework.
Sure. I'm sure that's
That's
what
my,
it is. Yeah, you're 100% right on that, Sheila.
but not the answer. Go ahead. Let's go to the next one.
A quarter of families have never done this as a family. What is it? 1/4, 1/4
Have a sit down meal.
families have never done this as a family.
And it's not have a meal together?
It has something to do with having a meal together. Not a home cook.
Pray.
No. Mm-mm.
Read a question again.
1/4 of families have never done this as a family.
Eating out.
No, but you're close.
Cook together.
Ordered takeout.
That's eating out. Order out.
That's you said going out to eat. That's
Oh, I think you misunderstood. I think I said eating
Oh,
out.
I'm not gonna fall for your shenanigans, Sheila.
Okay. Okay.
This is going down as one of the worst weeks of Ask Sheila ever.
Thanks for pointing that out, Jason. I wasn't here Tuesday.
When it comes to a family meal, 1 in 10 families do not do this. When it comes to a family meal,
They don't have it together.
1 in 10 families does not do this. What
I
is
guess
it?
I was wrong. They
Yes,
don't.
You were
When it
wrong.
comes to a family meal,
When it comes to a family meal, 1 in 10 families does not do this.
pray.
No, you already said pray.
Right, but this is a different question.
Oh, he's just gonna keep saying the same answer.
Have a well balanced meal together.
No, it is about a meal.
Well,
And
that
maybe
was part of the
and
question.
maybe what you do after the meal, even.
Say it again.
When it comes to a family meal, 1 in 10 families does not do this.
Watch TV together.
I will say this: Donna is the absolute. She's like she does this for everything. When we go out to eat, eating at home, she does this.
Plans.
Save leftovers.
Some of them don't. They waste food.
1 in 10 families do not save leftovers.
But the other 9 families do.
Yeah. I'm not a big leftover person. I never was until Donna came along. I'd always cook enough for me
Oh, well, yeah.
and never have a bunch of leftovers. But Donna, she cooks and it's delicious. And she'll put some back as, leftovers. But the best thing she does is freeze stuff.
That's right.
Like
That
she'll
comes
make
in
this huge lasagna that
Yes.
we'll never eat all of. And she'll put a bunch of it in the freezer. Then just every now and then,
It's easy, especially when you're working.
homemade lasagna.
She's a working lady.
Yeah, it's
So
great.
you just pull that out, warm it up, and it's like a home cooked meal.
So smart.
She is.
Ain't she the best, Sheila?
She's pretty great.
All right. So coming up, I see Miss Cindy Putman out there already. So she has a cool shiny visor on. So can't wait to
I
talk
just
to
love her.
And also Laura Holloway will be here. Talk to them. Chris Henry and Greta.
Yep.
Fishing with the Mission is on the way on Saturday, and then Carlin Reels, right?
Yes, from Cookeville Chamber is a luncheon, and T-Dot's going to be there, and Lauren Wheaton and Randy Porter.
Yeah.
So our two mayors, and then T-Dot talking about some of the road work.
Great. We'll tell you about that all coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. Stick around with us.
TRN News.
Memphis police are searching for a man who robbed a Walgreens by crawling through a cooler and holding an employee at gunpoint. The suspect wore a mask and hoodie and slipped through an empty fridge shelf into a back office on Macon Road. After waiting for the room to clear, he pulled a gun on a worker and stole around $5,000 from the store's safe. Surveillance video shows the suspect fleeing the store after the robbery, and authorities believe he's in his late 20s or early 30s and ask anyone with information to contact Crime Stoppers. Meantime, Clarksville police says the child is responsible for the deadly shooting at the fairgrounds last month. The juvenile was arrested on suspicion of homicide. Shots were fired during the Montgomery County Fair May 31st as a 15-year-old boy was killed. The suspect was identified and arrested after a thorough investigation, with the investigation still going. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Hi, Heather Thomas here for High School Radio Network, talking to guys about why they registered with Selective Service.
My country. It's important.
Coach told me to. Coach has never steered me wrong.
Opportunities. You know you won't be eligible for money for college loans if you don't register.
My dad, he had to register with Selective Service when he turned 18 too. He even served in the military. Registering with Selective Service is the least I can do.
And it's the law. What more do I need to know?
My girlfriend, we're getting married. I don't want something I didn't do to get in the way of our future. Besides, it's easy.
There you have it. It doesn't matter why you do it, guys. You just gotta do it. Register with Selective Service when you turn 18.
The proceeding has been a scripted public service announcement by the Selective Service System. All men must register when they turn 18. Register at sss.gov or your local post office. It's the law.
Over 90,000 country music fans expected to descend upon Nashville every day of the CMA Fest. That's why retired FBI agent Chris Hinkle spoke with our news partners in WZTV Fox 17 on how to stay safe during large events, which include charge your phone, plan a meeting spot in case your group breaks up, keep your wallet in your front pocket, and be aware of your surroundings.
Just trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, maybe move away from that area until you can get an understanding of what's going on.
The massive event kicks off today and runs through Sunday, and music performances are on multiple stages throughout the city. Game times announced for the Vols Baseball Super Regional at Arkansas this weekend. Game 1 of a best-of-3 between number 14 Tennessee and third-seeded Razorbacks are set for Saturday at 2 o'clock. Game 2 is on Sunday, also at 2, and Game 3 will be played Monday at Fayetteville if necessary. The winner advances to the College World Series with the other 7 Super Regional winners. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Alexandria Mayor Beth Tripp and Water Sewer Manager Richard Edwards have landed behind bars in the DeKalb County Jail for allegedly trying to get the city's police chief to cancel a ticket for someone. WJLE Smithville reports that Tripp and Edwards turned themselves in Tuesday after being named in a criminal summons. The charges are Class C misdemeanors. Expect delays on Highway 111 in White County next week. County Executive Denny Wayne Robinson says both north and southbound lanes will be closed Monday between Fred Hill Road and Mayberry Street in Sparta. Robinson says crews will be working to remove a railroad crossing in the area. He said detours will be established to facilitate traffic navigation through the construction zone. That roadway expected to reopen Tuesday night. The Allgood City Council will consider a request next week to apply for a federal grant that could bring additional paid firefighters. The so-called SAFER grant would cover 100% of salaries and benefits for 2 new firefighters for up to 3 years. Allgood would have the option to continue funding the positions after that. Currently, the city has a single full-time fireman. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Thursday morning forecast. An unsettled weather pattern will begin to take hold of the region today. We'll start out with mostly sunny skies with a few isolated showers or storms developing this afternoon. Highs will top out in the mid-80s. Overnight, we'll see partly cloudy skies with a slight chance of a thunderstorm. Lows will be in the upper 60s. Scattered to widespread thunderstorms are expected Friday afternoon and evening. A few storms could be strong to severe with damaging straight-line winds and torrential rainfall. Highs will be in the mid-80s. Severe storm chances will continue into Saturday with widespread thunderstorms expected. Highs will be around 80. Daily chances for scattered storms will continue Sunday and into the first half of next week. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic and share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 7:07.
Well, the Cabana is going on tomorrow and Saturday? No, Sunday too, right?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night.
That's a play. We've got Laura Holloway that just spoke, and then Miss Cindy Putman is in the cast. Have you been in all of her plays?
I've been in this one and the one before the kitchen that we took to New York. Yes.
We got her now, though.
Oh, I'm loving it.
You are retired now, just recently.
I am recently retired after 32 magical years with the Putnam County school system. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
So that just means she's going to spend time doing all the things she loves doing.
Yes.
Because when you retire, you're not going to slow down. You're going to take time to enjoy your family. But then you're gonna do the things you love, which is acting,
which is theater. That's right. One of the things I love most of all.
And you said you're still going to be with the kids, because I was thinking I'm happy for her to retire, but I was sad thinking, the kids need you. You're still going to do stuff with.
I'm going to work with the Best Group program, yes, and I'm excited about that.
That's awesome. I'm glad you're still doing that. So I know that Laura wrote probably the Cabana.
Yes.
So The cabana sounds
about
fun.
a cabana boy.
It's about 3 of them.
It's about Cindy Putman and 3 cabanas.
I thought when I read about it.
That sounds fun.
There's your headline.
Yes. Cabana boys? Is that what the whole thing is?
Of course, Laura does.
So every time you have a cabana, you have to have people supplying the towels and the drinks, and most of the time they're boys, and we call them cabana boys.
That's true, yes.
So there you go. But yes, no, the play is about 4 women and their friendship over the years, and it's played by many actresses playing the same characters as they
cool.
go through time. So it's been kind of a fun romp through time. It's also very revealing for our older generations, my generation, Cindy's generation. We look at these younger group that are in their 20s playing the younger versions of us, and I'm just tired looking at them. They have so much energy.
Don't
they have
you
so
just
much
wanna
life.
smack 'em?
Well,
And they don't have any wrinkles, and their skin is peachy and young, and you're just thinking, oh, I looked like that one day.
Hey, they'll know. They'll find out.
And it's not even makeup. They just wake up naturally glowing because
Exactly.
their skin's got all that collagen.
so shiny.
Yes,
So
they
darn
are.
shiny.
They are.
But
You just look so cute.
I just hate them.
Yes, but the genius of Laura writing this show, and she's actually in the show, is that we are introduced to these 4 very, very close friends when they are between 13 and 15, when they're in their 20s, when they're in their 40s, and when they're in their 60s. And so you can see before your eyes on stage how they evolve, how their friendships evolve, and how they evolve as human beings.
And they meet at this cabana resort in the Keys when they're in their teens, in the 60s. And so the first time we see these girls, it's 1965, and they're by the pool, and it's nostalgic, but women's friendships do not change. The dynamics of women's friendships do not change through time, no matter if it's 1965 or 2025. Women tend to treat each other the same way, for better or for worse.
And I was going to say, some of the friendships we hold close to our heart, and some of the friendships we hold at arm's length. So
Yeah.
that's going to be pretty evident when you see the show. But it's a delightful show, and it's funny. I mean, it's a funny
And I
show.
have to give away one small thing. I don't think it's given away too much, but Cindy's a villain.
Cindy is a villain?
Cindy is the villain.
I can't even
in
imagine
this
that.
show.
Cindy would be a face, not a heel.
No, I'm
villainous.
definitely the heel. I'm definitely the one that everyone would like to probably get rid
We
of.
keep saying
How
that
fun
she's in
is
her,
that?
Her character's name is Margaret, and Margaret is in her villain era.
Yes, and I
It's
love
so
it.
opposite than her.
I love
I love it. It's fun to do
I
this.
secretly, because I appreciate great acting and great writing, and when I see villains, I'm thinking that would be so luscious
So much
to
more
play.
fun to play
Yeah.
the bad
Yeah.
person.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
so juicy.
Yeah, because especially in the South here, we got to behave and we got to be sweet.
Well, in the
That's
South
right.
too, villains with women,
Bless their heart.
they come in disguise. Oh, honey,
Yes.
that dress is fitting differently than it used to.
Yeah.
That,
Right,
That's
yeah.
mean, but they say it with a smile, and that's
Yeah.
that's Margaret.
And that Southern accent sounds so sweet.
well,
Yes.
Cindy just has one.
I bet I'll end up
just in
liking
there.
Margaret.
Yeah.
You'll like
You'll
Margaret.
like Margaret.
Yes.
You don't hate her. You feel.
You're like,
feel
I can't
for her.
believe Margaret said that, but how funny is Margaret?
How
Yeah.
great is her.
Kind of like Weezer.
Yeah,
It is.
Weezer.
It is. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you said that this was, I said this, I read it on your Facebook page with Storyteller Theater. It said this one's a little different. It's got more humor. And you always have that heartfelt moment in the play. I'm sure you still have that too, though.
Well, okay.
Is it a
so
dramedy?
Someone challenged me to write a rom-com because I just don't do that. My plays are, I don't know, they're a little grittier and just a little, I don't know,
I
realer.
like that grit.
A rom-com always tends to wrap up nicely, and I don't think that's like life. And this play wraps up nicely, but it does have some dramedy along the way. My husband has been calling it a rom-dram.
A rom-dram.
A rom-dram because it, but it's light, it's lighthearted in ways, but it's also there's some heavy undertone to it.
And it's very true to life.
Have you written a White Lotus-like thing?
Oh my God. Okay, halfway through this, someone said, "Have you seen White Lotus?" And then I was like, I watched one episode. I was like, I can't watch anymore. until this is over.
Oh, because you didn't,
Because it's
That
so
writing
good.
is so unique.
It's
It is.
so good. And I was
And the
scared that I would
characters-
start to mold characters around those
I get ya.
people.
Yeah.
It's so good. Have you seen White Lotus?
No, I haven't.
You have to
Seen
start
all
at the
3
beginning.
seasons.
I haven't.
Me
I haven't
too.
started season 3.
And I miss it when it's gone.
Yep. Nope.
It's one of those, and it's like it's
I'll watch
almost
it
so
some-
crazy that
I'll
I'm
watch it
thinking, what's going to
sometime.
happen next? And I'm a little shocked, and then but then I want more.
Yeah. Hey, just before, I don't want to run out of time and then us not tell how to get
Yeah.
tickets and
It's true.
all that
Yeah.
stuff. So give us the rundown on that.
You can get tickets by going to cpactn.com, or you can go, you can call them up at 931-528-1313. If you want to find out more information about the play, storytellerhouse.com, or you can just show up and get tickets. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, shows at 7:30. Doors open at 7. Get there early. There will be a bar, and there will be beach balls and party music to play in the audience before the show
that's
begins.
fun.
And there might be something juicy called a jungle bird.
Ooh, revealed. It has been revealed.
You never know.
Hey, I like retired Sydney
I know.
Yeah.
better than
Well, she's always been fun.
Cindy is in her villain
but
era.
retired Cindy.
Retired villain Cindy.
I mean-
That's right. I'm loving this.
Anything can happen at this point. I mean, she's just turned it up to 11.
I know,
is
I
what
love
I'm
it.
saying, yeah.
Come see her in the show.
Yeah.
It's a whole new city.
Storytellerhouse.com. You can get tickets there. Guys, thanks so much for coming in this morning. We
you for having
appreciate it. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We will be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from Summer Space. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. Summer Space has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 7:17 now.
And our guests are Miss Greta Pippin from the Catfish Farm, and we also have Chris Henry from the Henry Brothers Roof and Company, and they do Fishing with a Mission. It's coming up this Saturday at Catfish Farm, and we want to go over the rules of this tagged fish.
We were about to go over the rules Tuesday, Sheila, when you weren't here, and that's when the electricity went out.
Right?
Yeah.
And so we want to be sure that we got that.
I think Chris, with all his energy, just shot a transformer out.
Probably so.
Yeah. All right, so Greta, where we left off when the electricity went off was we were getting to the rules of the Fishing with the Mission, which, by the way, is Saturday. It's at Twin Lakes Catfish Farm. And no, it's not open back up for everybody. It's open back up for this.
Just for this special event,
Yeah.
just
You
for
still
that
have
day.
the camping and everything.
The campground is open,
I didn't
but our
wanna-
restaurant and fishing are closed just for Fishing with a Mission on June the 7th. We're going to open up and have a big day.
Yeah. So the rules, and here's the thing, Chris, I remember our first year, second year, third year, we didn't really think about putting rules together.
No rules.
But then we got Miss Greta involved.
Yes, I'm a rule gal.
And, she has been a game changer.
Yes, well, I mean, she knows. She's had fishing tournaments at Twin Lakes Catfish Farm, and you got to have rules or people go crazy.
Exactly.
Me and Chris are just flying by the seat of our pants.
We've been going over the insurance rules.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever read them until Miss Greta come along. So somebody had caught the fish before that.
Greta's got him this year.
They're good now.
He sent them to me yesterday.
I'll take them back with
No. You read them all every time, Chris.
That's right. Well, for those that might not be familiar with Baxter or Twin Lakes Catfish Farm, we are at 580 Gainesboro Highway in Baxter, and we're just 2.5 miles off of the interstate. At exit 280. So we've had folks contacting us from Kentucky, folks from West Tennessee, East Tennessee, everywhere that are interested in Fishing with a Mission. So
fantastic.
They may need our address.
That video y'all did went daggum viral.
I know.
Tagging the fish.
Yeah. We should have made a TikTok, Chris.
Yeah, we should
or something.
Better if we've done it that way.
Y'all can still do a TikTok and do a catfish dance. I don't
There
know
you
what that
go.
would be, but apparently you have to dance on TikTok.
Okay. We got a couple days to plan this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on Saturday, registration's going to start at 7 a.m. Actual fishing, lines in the water, is going to be at 8. So nobody will be able to cast until the horn sounds. And we're fishing from 8 until 5 p.m. And if that tagged fish or fishes are caught during that time, that's the only time they count for the money.
Two $25,000 fish
Correct.
this year.
We have an upper lake that has a $25,000 fish, and then the lower big lake has a $25,000 fish.
And again, you can't just be randomly fishing out there a month from now. And if you catch it, you just caught it
8 to 5.
It doesn't count.
Right.
Yep, you just caught a fish.
8 and 5 on Saturday, you catch it. It's $25,000.
Yeah, correct.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and we tagged several other fish that are going to be worth $20, $50, $100, and a lot of variety of prizes. We got several gift certificates and other things. So
fishing all day should be
lots of chances.
Oh yeah, and last year we had that where it got a little cloudy and it rained just a little bit, and that's when all the people were catching fish.
Right.
And then the sun came out. It turned out to be a beautiful day. Then all the fish were like, "Peace out, see ya."
It's saying it's supposed to rain Saturday, but
I think that's a good news.
I'm watching the radar, and it's looking like it's going to stay up closer to Kentucky, so it'll just be cloudy and lightly rainy here again.
That's perfect.
What it's looking like on the radar.
Good fishing weather.
That's right.
That's right.
That's good fishing weather.
Fish catching weather.
Right? Yeah. You can
That's
go
what we're
fishing every
hoping
time.
for.
Yeah, catching's a whole different story.
Yeah.
So is that all with the rules?
There's a few more. I'll just look at my list here.
More rules.
And that way I don't miss anything.
All right.
So we're no alcohol, no drugs, no foul language. We want it to be a family event and everybody to enjoy the day. That's right. I'll have to check myself, I guess, won't I?
Sheila's known to cuss a little.
That was Greta trying to make me feel better because she knows you pick on me all the time.
That's right. I got you, Sheila.
Thank you, Miss Greta.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That day, you can bring your own bait, or we'll have bait on site for sale. We just say nothing petroleum based and no treble hooks. And it's going to be 1 hook per line. And we're going to do a catch and release. If somebody just wants to really take their fish home with them, we'll be selling those for $3 a pound. That's what we got in them. And then shirts, shoes, and pants. Keep your britches on all day long.
Oh, you got to wear clothes this year?
You got to wear clothes.
That's one of those we should have come up with earlier.
With that rule, somebody hadn't behaved.
Monterey, though, we could have stripping's okay.
That's true. Yeah, we're doing it in Monterey. Yeah,
Rules are written for a reason. Something has happened in the past.
Somebody has acted up.
That's when it says do not eat on deodorant. That means somebody ate deodorant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. And 1 pole per person. You can bring a spare, keep it on the bank with you in case yours breaks or tears up or something, but just 1 line in the water per person. And if you have to go to the restroom or go up and get something to eat, reel those in. That way you don't lose your equipment when you catch the big one.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the gist of it, and we just want to
Those are
support
fair rules.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
pretty
they
simple.
are. Yeah, yeah, and and everybody last year abided by them and had a blast. I mean, that's the thing is this whole day is just a fun day.
It is for families because
It
there were
is.
so many kids with their moms and dads having a great time and just running around. And
Well, and of course, it's about raising money for the Upper
Yes.
Cumberland Child Advocacy
It's
Center.
for kids
but it's
all
also
around.
about families having fun. 'Cause it's free fishing day,
Right.
So you don't have to worry about having a fishing license or anything like that.
There'll be bouncy houses out front on the way in case the kids lose interest in fishing through the day or want to do a little of both. Miss Tracy will have a tent set up at the entrance there, sitting down there, taking the $20 for the entry fee and all that. All that'll be right there at the entrance.
And she's with the Child Advocacy Center, where the money's going.
They're taking their money up themselves. So Chris and I, neither one are.
That's the best
Are,
to me. That's the
exactly. Go
one of
straight
the-
to Miss Tracy.
One of the coolest things about this event is that you go to a lot of events, you pay money, the charity may not even be there while they're doing it.
Right.
This one, you pay the charity immediately.
She attends every year for us.
Yeah,
Right.
and so there's no middleman. You give straight
Exactly.
to the and that was a great idea. Chris came up with doing that from the very first time. That was
Good.
the one good idea we had.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's something we asked Miss Tracy the other day. She is allowed to take cash and she can do scan pay. Is that how she worded
There's
it?
some kind of way you can
So
Yeah.
I know a lot of folks don't carry cash much.
That's true,
so
yeah.
just a heads up on that.
But cash would be so if you
Everybody
do
try to remember cash.
yeah, if you are planning on coming out, just be sure to
That's just faster,
bring
too,
some
yeah.
cash. Yeah, absolutely. And
Well,
then
you know,
go fishing.
It's a special cause anyway because Child Advocacy Center is such a great thing. But it's a special place. I mean, Twin Lakes Catfish Farm, we all love it, and it's really y'all's home.
It is. It's
and
the
you
family
just open
farm.
that up, and that's why it's so special. And you always have family events there, and it's just a great place.
We love it, and
Yeah.
thank you.
It's beautiful. So I'm glad that you still let Fishing with the Mission happen there because it's just perfect.
The minute that came out, that Fishing with the Mission is going to be at Twin Lakes Catfish Farm, that spurred everything about. Is it opening back up?
Oh, yes.
How many messages have you had to deal with since
I
this?
fielded 6 emails while Chris and I were waiting to come in here.
You are kidding me.
Yes. So
Wow.
everyone is interested. It definitely piques curiosity.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, it was a staple for so long, and
Right.
Great food.
then yeah, but
Great people.
I almost felt bad for you because I could see all the views and stuff on that video racking up, and then people asking. in
I
the
hadn't missed
comments.
that in the last few months.
Yeah, and it's like, are you coming back? Are you coming back? Is it opening back up? Is it opening back up? I was like, oh.
I'm like, oh, they're doing this to be, to support Child
sure,
Advocacy Center, and then you got to feel, which that just shows how much people love y'all.
Yeah,
And y'all have done
absolutely.
so much for the community over the years,
Yeah,
and
that's a badge of honor. I think
really is.
Kind of.
Oh, we love it. And I mean, we're still there and we're still helping in the community when we can. And we're Baxter.
well, obviously you're doing Fishing with a Mission again.
Exactly.
so.
Looking forward to that again. That is coming up this Saturday. You can start getting there. What time? 6.
6 is what time that we're all going to be there setting up. We're going to be there setting up.
Oh, so that's not what. So everybody should come around 7.
I
then.
said this is Miss Greta's
good time to start
family
signing in.
farm.
No, now I'll stay up all night. I'm usually y'all are
picking
catching
on
me.
him.
This is my bedtime now, y'all.
Oh, okay.
Ah, that's funny.
Twice, y'all.
Exactly.
And now the word on the street. I think we got this out on Tuesday, but in the morning you're going to have breakfast.
Well, we're going to have just some sausage biscuits
Okay.
and a little bit of breakfast for those that need it. And then after that, we're going to have some pulled pork plates and some food and plenty of drinks. So,
No hush puppies.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
May I ask fruit tea?
Oh,
It's
Well, I hadn't planned on it. Everything was going to be in a can or a bottle.
That's fine.
And we do have a lemonade truck.
We're putting more work on Greta and her family.
We are just messing with you. Okay?
All righty. If I come up with a gallon between now and then, Sheila, I'll hook you up.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, that's good lemonade. It's
Yes.
real good.
Miss Brandy's bringing her lemonade trailer.
So Saturday, Twin Lakes Catfish Farm, get there at 7 a.m. and then poles in the water at 8. It's $20 to participate, and
all that goes to Child Advocacy Center.
That's right. And you can pick either which lake you want to fish out of. There's a $25,000 fish in each lake, and other chances to win some other cash prizes. And every dime you spend goes straight to the Upper Cumberland Child Advocacy Center. Hey, thanks for coming back. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever, never been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. For a limited time, Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. You pay what we pay. Everyone gets employee pricing. There's never, ever, ever, ever been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. See dealer for details. Some exclusions apply.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Colorado Rockies swept their first 3-game set since May of 2024, beating the Marlins yesterday 3-2. After starting with a Major League worst 9-50 through 59 games, the Rockies have won 3 in a row. Hunter Goodman led the Rockies in the series, going 7 for 13 with 3 home runs and 5 runs batted in. Elsewhere in the MLB, the Blue Jays beat the Phillies 2-1, Reds fell to the Brewers 9-1. Pirates shut out the Astros 3-0, Nationals beat the Cubs 2-0, and the Guardians topped the Yankees 4-0. Charles Woodson Jr. received an offer from Michigan football on Wednesday. He's the son of Charles Woodson, who played at Michigan from 1995 to 1997 and was the first ever defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy in 1997. Woodson Jr. is not yet rated but holds offers from multiple Division I colleges. Texas softball beat Texas Tech 2-1 in Game 1 of the Women's College World Series Championship yesterday. The Longhorns scored both of their runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. The best-of-3 series continues today as Texas will have a chance to win the title. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're here now at 7:32.
And Jason has had to herd cats with me this morning because I'm like all feisty and sassy, and then so many great guests. And another one, Carlin Reel from the Cookeville Chamber of Commerce. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
There's so much going on in Cookeville, but I think this upcoming luncheon, is it Tuesday?
Yes, next week. Yes.
So it's Cookeville Mayor Lauren Wheaton, Putnam County Mayor Randy Porter, and then TDOT will be there at the luncheon.
Yes, so our regional director for Region 2, so his name's Daniel Oliver, so he's the guy who's, really working and doing with our projects here in Cookeville, Putnam County, throughout the Upper Cumberland, actually. So we thought that was really important to have someone who's really well-versed in what is going on here, what are the current projects, what's the future, what are the priorities. So
it's going to be so interesting.
So much that's got to get done. Yes. And really a short time to get those things done.
Yes. Well, and especially when we talk about, we titled it The Intersection of Transportation and Growth. Mm-hmm. Kind of a play on words, intersection, growth,
Yeah.
But truly,
Very clever.
Thank you. Yeah. I think actually Natalie came up with that herself. I don't even think
Really?
she used ChatGPT. So
Oh,
I'll give her
man.
kudos for that one. But, when we were thinking through it, we're like, what is one of the biggest pieces of feedback that we as the chamber, whether it's folks moving in, folks who live here, of course, if you look at the Facebook, in the comments, especially for our mayors and things, just what's one of the biggest pieces, one of the biggest questions, and that's where this topic
Construction, growth, how we're going to handle it. Yeah.
Traffic.
Well, Well, I mean, we grew, and then infrastructure had to keep up, and now not only is it keeping up, but like they're planning for the future.
Yes.
Now as well, and I imagine that's always a give and take, a back and forth deal when you're dealing with private entities mixed with government, and I just imagine that's a huge.
And you've got local government, right?
Yeah.
You've got state government. We have some federal highways. Obviously that money trickles down to the state, through TDOT. But still, you have all these huge entities, on top of, actual construction and trucks and asphalt and all the workers.
Yeah.
And so there's just a lot of moving pieces. Yeah.
So the luncheon thing. So so those are the three speakers. They'll all three be speaking. Okay.
So all three give different updates. So, of course, there's projects within the county. So that's where, of course, Mayor Porter and his crew. And then, of course, Lauren Wheaton and then James Mills will be there, too. One thing about our local government is that they really are so committed. I mean, they are constantly pleading and presenting to TDOT, presenting to the state legislatures, just all the different things that we need here in Putnam County. So they'll both give their respective updates, and then our TDOT representative will come in and kind of shed a little light on just, some of the parts, because so many of our main roadways are state highways.
Yeah. Yeah, like most of the main ones
Most
are.
of them, like 70 runs all the way through town, right?
Yeah.
Even though we think of it as Broad Street, right in the middle of town, that's still, technically. So there's a lot of moving pieces.
Is there going to be a question and answer too?
So that's a great question. We actually are I know, we're collecting questions right now that can be submitted on the Chamber's website. We're a little hesitant of, letting loose with microphones at events, just, so we just pre-collect those questions. So we encourage anyone to go online to cookvillechamber.com events tab. At this event, there's a place to submit questions.
That probably is good.
Yeah, we just, and then Amy she's our MC, so because obviously too, during the presentation, they might naturally already answer some of the question,
Right.
and so she'll kind of moderate that for us.
Yeah, if you ever read the comments, whenever the mayor, either one puts something out, you'll be like,
Ooh, yeah.
we should probably screen that.
Yeah.
Well, especially when it comes to, again, traffic and growth, because everyone does have.
Sure, because I mean, look at all the roads that are closed today for milling work to get ready for repaving, but Lord knows we needed repaving. So you complain about bumpy roads. Then you complain about them closing the roads to fix.
I mean,
Right.
it's just,
And it's so easy for us to sit back in our home or right on our phone and type something before we even know all the details. So this kind of helps us know the behind the scenes and how things work. Because even I don't understand all of that.
Oh, yeah.
So to have, especially somebody from TDOT, you're a director of TDOT, to explain all that is just great.
Yes.
So I'm like, how did you get him?
Well, we keep saying straight from the source, right? We get our info, obviously our news, right, from different places. But this is an opportunity here straight from the sources. What are the priorities?
What a good idea from the chamber though, because
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of those things, you know, when you think about the chamber, you think about the business events and things that you do, but this is a business event. It does affect business, but it affects everybody. This is, I don't know if like other chambers really focus on what impacts the normal person, not necessarily the business person in their community. So this is a good thing.
Well, thank you. I think Amy, so our president and CEO, of course, and then our board of directors, and, you know, they really allow us a lot of flexibility, right? It's not like it has to be this event every month. You know, we have a lot of this flexibility to be creative and our big thing is we want to be relevant. We want to bring you relevant information that actually is important and impacts all of us.
Right.
And so that's one of these options in these signature luncheons. So we have another one coming up in August too that's focused on substance abuse, homelessness, and recovery.
Wow.
Because another big thing
the big issues
is, you know, substance abuse and the homelessness kind of challenge that our community is facing that affects all of us. And so anyway, so there will be more to come, of course, on that. But, you know, just trying to broaden our horizons as far as offerings.
I think it's a great idea, and it even though it doesn't directly have something to do with business, it does because the infrastructure here and how that's going to be in the future totally impacts how business is going to get done.
It even impacts us right now, like when we're heading out to lunch and you can't really get off the exit, and we're complaining about that, and then we're like, oh, there's going to be construction. It has to happen.
But we better have our target, and we better have our such as, you know, so it's a double-edged sword.
Every direction coming from both of our mayors too. So
Sure. Well, that, you know, and also, you know, especially with traffic flow and roads and stuff like that, and with the chamber. Also, part of their job is attracting business.
Yep.
And so, you know, having things like that in place, a good infrastructure probably helps attract business.
100%. And then even taking it a little bit step further, you were talking about, you know, the paving of the roads, but even the city is doing so much as far as the sidewalks, a little bit more green space, you know, on the side, like Jefferson. That's North Jefferson, I guess. I'm not the best with directions, but you know, the by Gabe's and everything, where the Poet South, you know, that spot, they've redone the sidewalks and they're going to put in green space and like on Walnut. I don't know, you know, that also is a huge.
Jefferson until after the square.
Okay, so technically, it's like the north side of South Jefferson.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like you. Hey, you know that place there? That's that road.
That road.
Yeah.
That road that runs beside Gabe.
Yeah, but they're, you know, our city and county are putting it, you know, they realize that also plays a role, right? When folks move here, they're looking at our community, they want to see the beautification and keeping it, you know, keeping things looking
Are we
good.
moving forward?
Yes, and where are our priorities? So, yeah, for sure.
It's the amenities of Cookeville and Putnam County. And that's what they are. They're amenities for when you're talking to, I imagine, these big businesses or even factories or you know, corporate headquarters of things that are coming here, which a lot are because Tennessee's just business friendly.
Very.
And I think Cookeville and Putnam County even
more
take that up a notch.
Yes.
Would you say so?
Absolutely. Or even some members of our team do physician tours or executive leadership tours. So if you, you know, if like you said, if one of our big manufacturers or the hospital is trying to recruit even just a certain doctor, you know, you got to have these specialized folks. And so we'll take them on tours.
Really?
So they'll do time at the hospital, you know, kind of learn about the hospital, meet, you know, Buffy, do that whole thing. And they'll pass them off to members of our team. They'll hop in the car and we'll do a tour around.
No way.
Around
I didn't know that
Cookeville.
happened.
Yeah. So that's another piece, right? So we take them around the west side.
Like
and
college football recruiting.
Yes.
Hey, we want those.
They're recruiting businesses.
Yeah, and people. Yeah.
I never even thought about that.
So that's one of the cool
I want to get
offerings.
this 5-star coach.
Truly, this cardio whatever person, you know, these people to come and serve our community and to fall in love with our community.
Wow. I didn't know that was a full-on push. like
And that helps them vet them when they get them in the car.
Yeah.
We report back. Yeah.
It's like, we got to make sure you're right.
Yes.
Are you with the Cookeville way?
Right,
that's
exactly.
right,
Are you going to do things the Cookeville way?
Right, exactly.
I just saw, I guess it was Wayne Neighbors put out his list of all the new businesses, So many great new small businesses are opening up here as well. And imagine most of them are becoming chamber members.
Yes. Well, we try. That's for sure. I mean, we are the calendar. You know, you kind of think the summer, like people are chilling. You know, it's we are finding that we have more calendar or ribbon cuttings and calendar holds and things like that coming down the pipes in the next 4 weeks. That it's like we're like, oh gosh. Get enough ribbon.
Say something about these ribbon cuttings. Carlin seems all sweet and stuff when you meet her until it's time to take the ribbon cutting picture.
Let me tell you though,
people.
Pay attention. Yeah,
she's very lovely about it. But if she didn't do that, it would be a crazy picture.
It'd be
Speaking of hurting cats, that's what
I was gonna say.
There's so many people that come out to these ribbon cuttings. You're like, excuse me.
Yeah.
I want it to be
she's
known.
so little, but has a big voice when it comes to picture
I want it to be known that I do what Carlin says
Thank
the
you.
first time she says it.
Thank you. And it all moves so smooth, right?
Right.
She's got that mama face now.
Right, I know.
She has two
Oh,
boys,
yeah.
so she looks like, come on, let's get in
That's
line.
the snap.
She starts snapping, you better
Right.
get in line.
Well, and that's what we tell businesses is like, for your grand opening, we want you just to enjoy and network and visit. Let us deal with that. Let us deal with herding the cats, if you
Yes,
will.
yeah.
Let us
And then
take the
it's great
pictures.
pictures.
And
It
so
always turns out great, and then you get to play with big scissors.
that's right.
Yeah, so who wouldn't like that? It's 7:44. We'll be back with Carlin Real talking all about the Cookeville Putnam County Chamber, also their Lunch and Learn coming up on the 10th, which is great. And we'll find out more about some other things that the Chamber's doing here in just a little bit on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-Window 1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Thursday morning forecast. An unsettled weather pattern will begin to take hold of the region today. We'll start out with mostly sunny skies with a few isolated showers or storms developing this afternoon. Highs will top out in the mid-80s. Overnight, we'll see partly cloudy skies with a slight chance of a thunderstorm. Lows will be in the upper 60s. Scattered to widespread thunderstorms are expected Friday afternoon and evening. A few storms could be strong to severe with damaging straight-line winds and torrential rainfall. Highs will be in the mid-80s. Severe storm chances will continue into Saturday with widespread thunderstorms expected. Highs will be around 80. Daily chances for scattered storms will continue Sunday and into the first half of next week. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
When severe weather strikes, every second counts. Stay ahead of the storms with your hometown stations of Cookeville Communications, your trusted source for live, local, and accurate weather coverage with Anthony Taylor at Upper Cumberland Weather.
We have additional storm activity extending up into Smith County, on up into Gainesboro. This is not severe, just some heavy rain.
We're always watching.
Heed my warning. You're under a tornado warning right now. Very likely a tornado heading your way.
We're always ready.
The storm cluster will be moving towards Lafayette and Hartsville and northern portions of Smith County within the next 30 minutes.
From breaking storm alerts to up-to-the-minute radar updates, our team is on the air, around the clock, keeping you and your family informed and safe when severe weather threatens the Upper Cumberland region and Middle Tennessee. When severe weather happens, be ready and stay ahead of the storms. With 94.7, the Country Giant, 98.5 KISS FM, 106.1 The Eagle, 107.7 Grace FM, and Hub Plus on your Roku device.
It's the weather you need when you need it.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. I don't know if I said it or not, but now I have. It's 7:48.
Carlin Real from the Cookeville Chamber of Commerce joins us, and this coming Tuesday is the signature luncheon, and it's a very important one. They're all important, and they're all very relevant
and informative.
But this is so many questions that I see online all the time about the traffic. You're actually going to have a TDOT spokesperson there.
Yes, correct. Absolutely.
Along with Cookeville Mayor Lauren Wheaton, Putnam County Mayor Randy Porter, all going to be at this luncheon, and members and non-members can come.
Absolutely. So this is, a community wide event. So anyone who has questions, again, can submit those on our website to be considered to be asked at the actual luncheon. But yes, so tickets are $20 for members, and then only $25 if you're a non-member of the chamber, because we still, of course, want things to be accessible. But includes lunch from grade A, of course, and also we'll have a little networking time, because again, it is the chamber, and we do want to provide that opportunity to
mingle time.
Yes, to shake some hands.
That's
and
right.
but yes, and so we'll get started probably about 11:35 with the actual program and really hit the ground running.
Well, there's something else coming up, too, that I wanted to touch on. I know somebody had said something to me about Leadership Putnam.
Yes.
It's coming up July, is it?
So the applications are open now.
I've heard about, but I don't know what it is.
So I am a proud graduate of the 2024 class, best class ever, of Leadership Putnam. Obviously, best class ever. But it is a program of the chamber that has been right around 30 years or so.
Oh, really?
It was like 1990, I think, was the first class. But anyways, it's
1990.
I know.
Remember, that's when you left and I came.
More than 30 years at 1990. I got 35, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know math, but
I'll probably help talk about the first one. Never been in
40.
it.
Really?
1990, I was still in high school, girl.
I wasn't.
You were the one that were graduating. You're old, remember?
It's a good
3
time.
years older.
Yeah.
Don't ask me what year I was born, guys.
I know it was probably after all that.
Probably. What was it, Carlin?
92.
Oh my gosh, it really was.
So,
Such a baby.
oh my gosh. So my class reunion is your birthday.
Oh, yep. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm coming up.
He feels worse about that stuff than I do.
I
for
should
some
have even
reason.
brought
I
it
was
up.
like, I don't care. I am who I am.
Even brought it up.
But it bothered him. He goes, I feel really old. I said, do you? And I'm like, nah.
No, well, I was feeling okay until they were like, Shrek came out 25 years ago. And I'm like,
You're thinking, what?
was it?
Yeah.
you are stupid. There's no
What
way.
other movie that we were talking about?
I forgot.
Was it Back to the Future?
All the good
Back to the
ones.
Future's 40 years old.
You're like, don't get me started.
I'm like, now that made me feel like, I thought it was like just 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. Wasn't it just?
Yeah.
Well, so you've never done Leadership Putnam either,
I've
Jason?
never done
Oh,
leadership.
my goodness.
Putnam,
Okay.
no.
Well, we're going to have
But
to
I've
work
talked
on
about
that.
it for 30 years.
I was about to say, it sounds.
Yeah, and I'll just be real honest.
sure.
I mean, what kind of time commitment is involved?
Sure. So Leadership Putnam is a community development based. That's the route that the program takes as far as, so it's really introducing the participants to all the different moving parts of our community and how to get involved, where to get engaged, everything from local government to nonprofits to economic development, healthcare, so it's once a month,
Okay.
one day, full day,
that's not
basically.
bad.
For I think there's like 9 program days. And then of course you do have like a group project that comes together
And it's for the
works
community,
on something.
usually.
Yes. And so we actually, speaking of, we had mentioned ribbon cuttings, but if on the Chamber's calendar, we actually have 2 ribbon cuttings for 2 projects that the Leadership Putnam group from this year
Oh, cool.
did and completed. And so one is a butterfly garden at the Cancer Center at CRMC.
Oh, I saw the
That's
pictures of
fantastic.
that.
So
It
that's
looks beautiful.
that's a Leadership Putnam project.
Okay.
And
We
then,
talked about that, but we didn't know it was Leadership
Yes.
Putnam.
Yep. So that was all, headed up through. So again, that community development and community enhancement, really trying to find ways to learn your community, but then also give back. And then we also have a ribbon cutting for some different benches up in Monterey.
Yeah.
So at B Rock at some different locations. So we're cutting a ribbon for those as well. So it's a Leadership Putnam project. They raised, I think this class this past class raised, I mean, I don't want to misspeak, but upwards of $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 as a class.
For the class of 2024.
No. I mean, we blew that out of the water.
Love it.
But no, I encourage folks.
What kind of process do you go through to get signed up for that?
Yes,
or how do you do that?
So it is an application process.
Okay.
So it's like 25 folks that are in the class, and so
there's a cutoff.
There is a cutoff,
Okay.
yes. So, but it does ask for recommendations, and there's a. It's not a lengthy, but it is, and there's some good questions to fill out, and everyone says it. One of the big pieces, I grew up here in Cookeville, basically born and raised, and I learned, and I work for the chamber, right? I'm kind of entrenched in community things, but there was so much that I learned when you peel back that layer get into these places and learn. We got tours of the new sheriff's office or department, and the just all the different places. So
it is. It's interesting, like especially doing stuff with tourism.
Yes,
and they start talking about something. You're like, oh, I've never heard of that. And I, same as you, born and raised, grew up here. It was like, when did that happen?
You're thinking,
They're
I
like,
should know this.
1804. Like, oh, well, how did I miss that?
How did I miss that? Yeah, where are you marketing? And they're like, everywhere. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh. And that's honestly to the point of what we were saying. There are so many things going on in our
It
community.
is hard to keep up, even though you've got all the social media. The algorithms change. You may not see everything. They're like, didn't you see my Facebook? And I'm like,
actually,
not on it 24/7.
Yeah, actually, surprisingly,
not everything comes in my newsfeed.
Right.
Well, it seems like there's so much more going on in
We're also
Cookeville.
inundated with so much stuff.
Right,
too.
but I mean, I remember, being a kid here. This is way back in the '80s, Carlin. There wasn't nothing going on. I mean, you could you could go all weekend with nothing going on. Either that or my parents just didn't tell me.
Yeah.
But now it's every weekend.
Yes.
There are not just one big event. There's could be upwards to 3 to 5
multiple
big events going on, and it's not just people in Cookeville that are coming to this. They're from all over.
Mayor Porter had made, and again, I don't want to completely misspeak, but I think there was like a peach festival at the fairgrounds maybe last weekend or sometime recently, and he was saying like 18,000 people were in and out of that place.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And whenever he said, and it's that that kind of wheel, right? So like folks come in, it's quality of life, right? They get to experience this fun activity with their kids.
That's right.
But they spend money with small businesses. The small businesses can grow, or they, it's this whole wheel effect as far as how it affects our community. And then you get into the sales tax and the occupancy tax of these big, events, like you were saying, and that affects all of us.
Yeah.
And so it's really interesting.
It helps keep our taxes down low. This isn't a tourism statement, but it's always good to fleece others for our good.
Come in, spend your money, and then go home. Yeah.
When I lived in Columbus, Ohio,
That's so funny.
they'd make fun of me because I guess I have a little bit of an accent.
What? Yeah.
and we'd just beaten them in the Sugar Bowl or Fiesta Bowl.
Okay.
We'd just beaten Ohio State.
Got it.
So they were mad at Tennessee.
So they had a
anyway.
problem with you.
Yeah.
And-
As he carries around his Tennessee cup. Yeah.
And so they were. I forgot where I was going with my story now. What were we just talking about?
You were talking about Ohio, talked about your accent and all that.
Yeah, but why was I going there?
I don't know.
What were you
Sales
saying?
tax keeps it low.
Fleecing
for
people.
every-
You're
fleecing
fleecing
people.
people.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. So they were laughing at me saying, "Oh, all you have down there in Tennessee is shot glasses and corncob pipes." And I was like, "No, that's what we sell you northern people.
When you come,
We're fleecing you for money.
Right, exactly. When you come here,
When you buy that corncob pipe, that goes in Tennessee's pocket.
It's our joke, baby.
That's right.
None of us really smoke a corncob pipe.
It's just like Nashville.
Surprisingly.
Everybody that's got a cowboy hat on is probably not from Nashville.
Cowboy boots.
Right. They're probably not even cowboys.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah, but
part of the
we're Tennessee. We've been fleecing people for a long time.
Right.
We're smart business people.
great at
Lean
it.
into it. I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Dolly Parton, I love her.
Speaking of,
She's a smart, shrewd businesswoman.
One of the greatest fleecers known to
I
man.
was about to say.
And makes it look real sweet and
Right.
genuine.
Yeah, I think that's Tennessee's hook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Absolutely.
Anyway, but that shouldn't be our tourism motto.
Yeah, right.
That's
Sure.
what I was thinking.
Once
when
again,
we were
Mayor
like-
Porter, if you're
We're
listening.
fleecing you for money, but hey, it's fun.
Mayor Porter's used to him.
Yeah.
That's true. I guess y'all.
We know it didn't come from Carlin or Amy.
Any business events coming up? Business before hours, after hours?
Well, so this month in June, so just coming up, well, with it being summertime and things, we've kind of we're going a little bit, not doing as much of the early morning or afternoon stuff because so many folks traveling. But obviously the signature luncheon is next Tuesday, June 8th, the intersection of transportation and growth, June 10th.
Yes,
what did I say?
8th.
That's like a Sunday.
Yeah.
Or a Saturday. Do not come on Saturday or
work with
Sunday.
Sheila.
Yes, thank you.
He has to decipher me.
Yeah, he's like listening. But today, actually, there's still time. Let's see, we've got a couple hours, but we're hosting a Canva for beginners class.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, starting at 10 o'clock. So if someone listening if you ever use Canva, this is a great opportunity to really, or if maybe if you don't really use Canva, but you want to learn.
But you want to.
Yeah, but you want to. $10 class. And again, we still have time if we start at 10. So if you're listening.
It's a great class. I've taken that class before. And it's Jody Pitts and Andrew Kruska.
Yep, exactly. So
that can put you way ahead. If you've been using Canva or just started, this could move you ahead a whole lot quicker than just figuring out for yourself.
Absolutely. And they give some of those tips. Speaking of things changing all the time, Canva also is updating all the time.
It is, yeah.
And then we've got a Canva for intermediate. So kind of that next step is on the 17th of June. So we're kind of doing a little bit more of that this month. But again, $10, very, very cost effective.
Of course, you can always go to the Chamber website and find out more about their events. And if you're a business, not a member of the Chamber yet, reach out. They do offer a lot of great things for businesses here in our community. Carlin, thanks so much for being here. Sheila, who do we have for tomorrow?
It is Molly Perry. She's an artist with First Friday Art. Also, Avery Hutchins will be in to talk about the TV auction for WCTE. And
doing her Avery thing tonight at Spanky's from 7 to 9.
Yeah, she is. I love her Avery thing.
Whatever that is.
Auction with Avery or something.
Ask Avery or something like that. That sounds great, doesn't it? And then Middle Tennessee Eye is coming in. June is Cataract Awareness Month. So we'll talk to them about that.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.